Hey guys, happy Friday. I want you to just check in with yourself right now. Check in and ask yourself, how are you feeling? How are you doing? And I'm not just talking about the usual, I'm good, I'm fine. Like, really check in with yourself right now. Stop and pause. Notice your sensations in your body. Hey, Carol. Notice what's going on in your mind. Is it really busy right now? Is it full of thoughts? And what are those thoughts? What's the quality of your thoughts right now? And don't judge yourself. I want you to just notice. Because often, so many times, we just say, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm busy. And I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. Don't judge yourself. But if that's how you're answering, how are you? I want you to just dig deeper right now and just really notice, how are you really feeling? Just drop in a little bit. Maybe you feel joyful today. Maybe you feel relieved. Maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, you've got lots of thoughts going on, so you feel anxious. Maybe you feel worried about something. Something big is coming up, you're feeling nervous about it. Maybe you're feeling sad. Whatever it is that you're feeling, welcome it. Make space for it. Don't judge it. They're just feelings. No one's ever died from feelings. And if those feelings don't feel comfortable, then just let yourself breathe. Breathe through it. Breath is so powerful. And let me give you the neuroscience part of it. Okay, when we're feeling emotional, our emotional brain sits back here. Our logical reasoning, higher functioning brain sits up there. And so when we're feeling anxiety, we're feeling sad, we're feeling angry, whatever those more negative but healthy, okay, they're healthy, feelings are, they really emerge here. And it's really difficult to be emotional and logical at the same time. And so breath allows you to bring more calm into your brain. It's the quickest way to really calm your nervous system. And with that breath, it will bring back in your logical. And so if you're feeling sad right now, hold space for it, breathe through it. If you're feeling angry about something, I know this morning I was feeling really freaking frustrated with my almost 7-year-old because he wasn't listening. And it was carried from last night. He wasn't listening. He wasn't being very kind to his brother. And I get so triggered when people aren't kind to each other. And when I see my own son really violate that very thing I'm trying to teach, it boils my blood. And I admit, I yelled. I did not calm down. I yelled, and then I calmed down. And, the thoughts that go on in my head are, fuck, I feel so fucking helpless as a parent. Seriously. Like, why is this happening? I'm trying to model these things, to be kind. I'm trying to teach him, and yet he's bugging his brother. And so, in some ways, I go into this, I will say, victim-y place where I'm like, why is this happening to me? So breath always brings me back. It grounds me. And then I can have a more logical conversation with him. So I hope that I'm human too. And I'm not always happy. You can ask my kids. You can ask my husband. Right? That there are we experience a wide range of feelings, and that's okay. I grew up thinking it wasn't. I grew up thinking anger was not okay. I grew up thinking sadness was not okay. And I didn't know what to do with all these feelings. And now I know it's okay to feel these feelings, hold space for them, breathe through them, honor them, channel them. Do things that will honor them. Talk to somebody who can hold space for you. Breathe through it, journal, meditate. Sometimes if it's anger, oh my God, I go and punch a punching bag, or even just the air, or I scream it out. Ideally not at somebody. Screaming into a pillow. There are all these things that you can do to take care of yourself. And just care for yourself. You know, stress is the biggest thing that really holds us back in being happier and being more content and being able to play a bigger game. Stress, self-doubt, feeling helpless. Like, I know that's my edge. For me, I'd really love to grow as a parent. I really like to step into that place where I'm not as triggered by my almost 7-year-old. And I can see myself as I go through the years. I'm improving, but I'm definitely not where I want to be as a parent. And so it's about being gentle with myself. It's about learning. It's about reading books, talking to other parents, getting coached. There's no shame in any of this. It's about strategizing with Dan, my husband. Because there's always a place in our life, probably more than one actually, if we really looked at our life, where we could grow. I always see myself as a student of life, and here's one part where I could be better. I can be a better parent. And how do I do that? Well, it's starting in here and here and gut, intuition. When I tapped into my own self, my own sense of contentment, fulfillment, I parent very differently. I lead life very differently. So it's all about coming back home to yourself first, because everything is neutral until we put meaning to it. And how we do that is based on our belief systems. And so how I may see a situation, such as my son not being very kind to my younger son, that might not trigger someone the same way it triggered me. So I have my own belief systems going around, my own limiting beliefs. And then I have a reaction from that limiting belief. Some people might not see that as like they could handle it because they don't get triggered, right? They can handle it more calmly, navigate it through more maturely, right? So it always starts from you doing your own personal work. And if this resonates with you, I hope you can share this post. I hope that someone else can benefit and go, oh God, thank God. You know, I'm not the only one that feels this way. I feel like I freaking suck sometimes as a parent. Guess what? I do too. I totally do too. And I think we go around walking around in this world thinking that sometimes we feel like we're alone, that we're the only one that feels this way. Or I know that some of you might look at me and go, is there anything that Roz struggles with? Of course, hell fucking yes. Yes. I just have more tools to deal with it because I'm a coach, former psychologist, so I know these things, but it doesn't mean I always practice them. And I preach, but it's my field. So I do have these tools, but I don't always have the answers. Or I don't always live in these tools, right? So I'm here just sharing. I'm human and I react to, and I go into these places where sometimes I'm not proud of. But the biggest thing is not to beat yourself up. I used to beat myself up. I used to think, oh my God, why would I, God, now I'm traumatizing my kid. Even before parenting, it was like I'd beat myself up for saying something that I thought was stupid. Like I would hold myself back because I'm like, who would really want to listen to this? What if they think I'm not that intelligent? And when you work through your own self-doubt, when you do the inner work to get more ideas of how to show up in the world and how to grow and how to confidently navigates life. And it's always a work in progress, always. But you grow. And growth and contribution. So contribution, I think contribution is not only like doing, like we often think of like charity work or volunteering, which absolutely is very, very, very fulfilling. I love it. But contribution is also how you show up in the world. It's about how you're making impacts in this world just by being you. By how you're showing up, by how you're navigating through life, by how you are working on yourself so that you can really be the best version of you. And when we grow, the only way to do that is step outside of our comfort zone, right? Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's what change is all about. And so I invite you, if you really resonate with my Facebook lives, you resonate with what I give to you guys in terms of my shares of my own personal stories, of my learnings, of my journeys, of my suggestions with tools, you gotta come to my next event, because I'm really excited to not only share more of my story, share more tools, share more mindset tips, but I'm also really excited to learn from the other speakers. I'm really freaking excited to learn how to grow myself, how to grow my business even more, how to own my worth, be more confident. These are things that, even though I teach, I am always so open to learning from other people. So I invite you to come to Delicious Divas on March 2nd and 3rd. It is an urban retreat meets conference, meets TED Talks, meets networking for women in business, women entrepreneurs, women who make impact, women leaders. And you might not see yourself as a woman leader, but let me tell you, we are all fucking leaders. Because every single day you interact with people, it doesn't matter what you do, you make a difference. You make a difference when you go, even walking in the grocery store, and you smile at somebody, whether that's a little child or another mom. You make a difference when you say something, authentically and from your heart. You make a real big difference. You make a difference as a mom, as a teacher, as a doctor, and you make a difference in the corporate world. You make a difference as a healer, as a coach, a mediator. You make a difference even if you are, so many people in the supportive administration roles, they're like, oh, but I'm just an admin person. Don't fucking minimize yourself. You're not just an admin person. Do you know how much I appreciate my support person, my team? Carly, she's amazing. And I make sure I let her know. It's really important. These people are leaders. Watch them. They do things that, I'm even getting teary-eyed. They do things that support us. That might look like the little things, but it goes a long way. Can you imagine if they're not there? Leaders are people who, in my eyes, are people who lead with their heart and create impacts in this world. They are not, by definition, the people who are seen in the bigger visual eye. I think it's in all of us. It doesn't have to be somebody who leads a team, although that can be leaders, but there's leaders within a team that follow leaders. It's about leading from your heart, from really owning your worth and stepping into the world. Like, think about this. Every day when you go in, when you, have a, when you, think about it this way. Every single interaction you have today with somebody, whether it's just the grocery store clerk, or the waitress or waiter, I want you to be more conscious about that interaction. Are you somehow making someone else's day better because you simply had an interaction? Their day was better because of an interaction with you. Those are the kind of leaders that I want to really emphasize and I want to really celebrate, because that means all of us can be leaders simply by how you show up authentically, without your social mask, without your ego. If you weren't sitting in self-doubt, if you weren't sitting in, oh my God, I have to look like I have all my shit together, if you weren't sitting in holding yourself back, in whatever way that looks like, you could just be you, and you can just make an interaction with somebody and have that person think, wow, even if it was just a split second, a smile, asking how someone's day was. Let's go deeper in that. What's the best part of your day today? Sometimes when I stand in line at Costco at the returns, I'll purposely just interact with somebody, because I might as well. I have a choice. I can stand here, look at my phone, and I'm not judging that because I do that too. Or I could choose to turn to a person behind me or in front of me and just, hey, what's the best part of your day so far today? And the conversations that can come out of this are incredible. You might make a new friend. You never know. So I've had some pretty awesome stories and I've met some pretty cool people. So ask yourself, how can I, by a simple interaction with somebody, make someone's day awesome? How is interacting with me today could have made their day a little bit better, a little bit brighter? All right, so I hope to see you at Delicious Divas March 2nd and 3rd. I'm going to post the link below. I would love for you to share this post, just for the hopefully you found value in this. But I would love for people to become more like heart-driven leaders. And it doesn't matter who you are. Thank you, Amanda. Aw, Teresa, thank you. Go and love yourselves. Go and love somebody else. I mean, spread love, share love, because you are love. We are love. You guys are amazing. Thank you. And if you want to hear more of this, I know I'm probably like much more calm than I usually am. Because I really feel so grounded in this message that I feel like it's really important to get it out there and to do it in a way that's authentic to me. And sometimes that's me being super high, like bubbly, and other times it's me just speaking from this place. So both are authentic. And today I'm just feeling much more calm about things and calm about life, and I had some time to reflect. I just really grounded myself, and this is me just speaking. I have no freaking scripts anywhere. Anyway, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, you all are awesome. Please go share. Please come to Delicious Divas, March 2nd and 3rd. It's going to be an amazing, amazing, incredible event where women are coming together in community, speaking about open, raw, vulnerable conversations. So we don't have to pretend to be who we're not. We don't have to anymore hold on to self-doubt. We can release all this stuff that's holding us back and really claim our power and move forward, because let's face it, the future is female. And we need more defined feminine leaders. And I want to say divine feminine because divine feminine lives in both male and female. Lives in all of us. And it's about claiming a harmony of both, no matter what sex or gender you are. All right, loves. I think I've spoken long enough, but I really hope to see you there on March 2nd and 3rd. I can't wait to pump you guys up more from a place of wisdom, a place of truth, a place of love, a place of belief that this is where you need to be. Have an amazing weekend, guys. Bye.